What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the cul-de-sac. I'm Mitchell.
And David, your resident speed bump.
Welcome to Back to the Neighbors podcast.
I thought I said Back to the Future, and I was like,
Back to the Future? What the fuck?
You ever seen those movies?
Yeah.
Dude, pretty solid. The first one was at least.
First one was good.
Yeah,
the other ones kind of taper off a little
It's like
bit.
Jaws, you know?
Oh, dude.
Dude,
Jaws is really
fantastic.
bad. Like the original Jaws is good.
Yeah.
But
it's a horrible movie, but it's really good.
Jurassic Park 2. Everyone fucks up Steven Spielberg's shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think Steven Spielberg did Back to the Future, but...
Steven Spielberg get paid regardless, though, so I don't think he really cares.
I don't know if he got paid afterwards.
I don't know.
But, man...
That's a good question.
2 was okay. Jaws 2 was okay.
Never saw it.
If you watch it, it's okay.
Okay.
3, maybe the worst shark movie ever made.
Worse than Megalodon? Megalodon. Sorry.
Which one's... You mean the Meg?
Or the Meg, yeah.
Yeah, worse
dude,
than that.
I'm rattled today.
Significantly worse.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah.
We're going to play a little chocolate roulette game here. As you can hear in the background right now. Ooh, I think that one's broken.
So once these chocolate... they look like... I don't know.
They're like chocolate
bottles.
shooters.
They kind of look like that.
Chocolate shooters. We're going to play a random game where you tell me when to stop and I just throw you one. Not
stop.
really. Okay.
Alright, I got vodka.
Woodka. Alright, you tell me when to stop and I'll pick mine.
Okay.
Tell me when.
Stop.
Okay. We're going with, Jesus, I don't even know what this is. Caliano?
Yeah.
Vanilla something.
It's going to be good.
This is a chocolate liquor review.
So this is... What brand is this? Anthon Berg?
You're working with Danska.
Danska
Danska.
vodka. No, I mean the company that makes this. Not
this is
actual alcohol, but
Anthon Berg, since 1884. Dark chocolate with genuine spirits and liquid centers. 64 pieces.
David brought this over. They're little chocolate. They look like they're like champagne bottle, like chocolate things. Mm-hmm. They have different styles of vodka in it.
No, there's different.
Or not vodka, alcohol.
Liquor,
sorry,
different types of liquor.
And I have the one that has vodka in it. But it's got this cool packaging, and so...
It's like a bookshelf for liquor.
For these little chocolate things. It's dark chocolate.
You fan dark chocolate? No.
But here,
I prefer dark chocolate.
I don't know what the best way to eat this is.
Dude, just put it in your mouth and chew.
I'm going to eat it from the bottom.
Wow, lame. I'm just going to put it in my mouth and chew. Was it good?
I mean...
Do you taste the vodka?
I'm trying to eat kind of far away so they don't have to listen to me chew. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But... To answer your question... Not really? Mm-mm. Which is, I suppose, kind of good. Does it say what the percentage of alcohol is in these things? Because it has to be, like, really small. It's not bad, though.
Minimum 2.5, maximum 3.5. That is so much more than I thought.
Yeah, that is literally the percentage of alcohol that's in, like, beer in Utah.
Serving size is 2 pieces. 32 servings per container.
Wow.
17 grams of carb, 16 grams of sugar.
Yeah, you're going to get a hangover from this.
100%.
If you ate a bunch of these,
So here's
you
the
got drunk
question.
off of them, you get fucked up.
Do you want green and brown or red and yellow?
Okay, another one.
Oh, jeez. One more. One more.
If I had to choose, it'd be that red. I'm pretty sure that's Jim Beam. Fuck, I got it wrong.
Jim Beam is a yellow.
This is some wine shit.
Ooh, gross.
I don't know. No, it's not. I don't know. I'll eat that later, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is something I used to hate. Ginger ale.
Dude, you're not alone.
I used to hate this. I love it now.
100%.
Yeah, now it tastes like Sprite. Before it didn't.
Here's the thing. I would do this, dude, so stupid. But I went on when I flew down to California with one of my buddies, Ryan, we,
It's good.
like on the plane, they offered you like stuff to drink, and normally I don't get anything. Mm-hmm. And he said ginger ale. For some reason, it just sounded so good.
Sound fancy.
Yeah, dude, it really did. Yeah.
Like ginger ale.
Dude, and I was like, all right, like, I'll try it. It's free. And it was good.
Yeah.
And then I got home, and I was trying to, lay off the booze for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't feel like drinking. So I would take like 2 ice cubes and drop it in ginger ale, and I had the mini cans. Mm-hmm. So I felt fancy AF.
Yeah.
Dude,
your hair's cracking me up.
It was my hair?
Yeah.
It's all over the board, isn't it?
Well, no, it's just the one left side of your hair. It looks like, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
It looks like you fell asleep on like the max, and you put your head against the window, and it almost looks also like you've like slicked it up to be like the point of one of Wolverine's, like, like pointed up there, Yeah. Yeah, the other parts of your hair look fine, but it's just that one spot.
Thanks, man.
Were you like wearing a hat or something?
I'll tell you about it once I'm done chewing. Jim Beam, not good.
Not good? It's bad? Mm-hmm. Can you taste whiskey in there then?
A little bit, but these are also like 3 or 4 years old too, so.
Oh, God.
I just found them. Didn't want to tell you that till you ate one. So
Fair.
my hair, man. Normally I'm all about the long hair.
But you've been cutting it for a while,
Yeah,
though.
for the past like 2 years, I've been cutting it real short. Mm-hmm. And when it grows out, it's so used to being one way that my hair just doesn't have enough weight for it to fall down to the other side. So this part right here,
Always just sticks up like that?
yeah, it'll get long enough, and one day I'll wake up and it'll just fall down. But yeah, so like random parts of my hair will just like stick up randomly. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I tried. So I haven't done long hair in a while. I tried to do like top knot man bun
Oh God,
for a while.
I never had the patience.
But just, I didn't. I tried for a long time, and
But in MMA, that shit looks dope.
yeah, it just was like something different, and it was kind of in style. I think now it's fallen out pretty much, but it was in
I don't
style
think
when
it's
I was doing it.
falling out. I think it's just
I haven't
kind of.
seen as many, or maybe I'm used to them, so I don't.
Yeah, see, I don't
there's
feel
no
like it's
point in
talked
out.
about as much anymore. So like, I wouldn't say it's fallen out, but it's just not like the focus.
Right.
So, if that makes any sort of sense. But, anyways, you're saying yes. So man bun, top knot.
Yeah, I just didn't. I got tired of it. Like, I got tired of trying to get it in the thing. It just became a whole
ordeal.
thing that I didn't like.
Did you ever get headaches though when you tried, like from your
No,
hair?
because it got long, but even though I grew it out to be longer in the back, even when I learned that it needed to also be long way long in the front, because the front obviously has to
Go
tuck
further
back, and it just didn't work for me, and it was just taking too long to get to that point. So then, like, when it wasn't in that, it just looked like shit.
Yeah, there was a point where I think when I was working the reserve, when I was home from school for a summer, my hair was just stupid long, and it was long enough I could put it up in a top knot. So I would do it for a little bit, but it was never like, I never got the back. It was always just like the top part of my head.
Yeah.
With like a little bit of the back. And if I left it for like more than an hour, I just got this giant headache.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And then I would take it off, and my head would just be like so stretched out and relaxed that would give me a headache. So there was no winning.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And then once I finally cut my hair short, I was like, well, this dries instantly, and I don't have to do anything with it. Like,
yeah, that's why I like having short hair, because I used to have really long hair.
I remember that.
And to be honest, when it was that long, didn't have to do anything to it, because it always looked like pretty much that. I mean, there were wash it, shampoo it, condition it, and then I'm good.
You know what
Just
I
let it
hated
dry.
though? Your hair got long enough that like it would touch the back of your shirt when it was wet, and that part of your shirt would just get wet.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that. I hate wet shirts. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah.
Because it's so uncomfortable. It just sticks to you.
Yeah.
I don't like
I can
it.
see that for sure. I'm so glad that I have my hair cut like short and shit.
Yeah, I'm torn right now, man. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna keep growing my hair out or if I'm gonna cut it.
I cut it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your hair grows pretty fast. So you could grow it out by
fast, but also too like
the holidays when it gets colder.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm hoping that September and October are kind of warm since we've had so much rain.
Oh, dude, that'd be a nice change of pace, but also kind of weird.
Just a little warm. September is usually all right. It's once you get into like mid-October, then it starts to rain. We haven't had like a really nice Halloween in a while, I feel like. I remember one football practice on Halloween.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was so fucking cold. It was just pouring and the wind was just
howling.
Whipping.
Also, see, howling or whipping? Like, I feel like the wind would whip, not howl.
Well, because it just it wouldn't. Well, howl because it can create the sound. But yeah, this was just fucking make it. I would say it's howling when it's not raining.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
It's whipping when it's raining because it brings all that water onto you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it hurt, man.
Dude, I remember a bunch of soccer practices in the rain. cold, windy nights, and like people would blow the ball dead, or like coaches would have you stop, and that's when you would freeze. And there came a point where like I would just keep running around practice continuously just to stay warm.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what's going on upstairs.
Dude, somebody's just robbing shit. They're here for us.
No.
This is taken. Should I hide under the bed?
I went after work today.
They're gonna take you.
You won't be able to get under that bed.
You want to fucking bet?
I mean, it'd be vastly uncomfortable. You'd be like, oh, just take me, please.
Is that a challenge?
Someone just jumps on that bed and you'd be like, oh God.
Fuck, get off.
Be crushed.
Instantly?
Yeah. I went after work straight away to a showing for... My mom wanted to go look at this house, and she really liked it, so she wanted me to go and have an opinion on it. And she really did. She really enjoyed it. Then she called one of her friends who's a contractor to figure out, like, hey, if I wanted to do my hair room here, is that possible based off of what I can show you?
Right.
And then also another spot, and he said both of them should be possible. So I think she put in an offer.
No shit.
Or she's going to put in an offer.
That's what's up.
And then, then she's going to change up the price for the house here to lower it down by like $5,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's up?
So we'll see what happens.
That's exciting though, man.
Yeah, it's by Witch Hazel.
Yep. Good old witchy.
Yeah.
Was it a townhome?
Yeah, it was a townhome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like that whole kind of complex was like townhomes.
That's cool.
So
I really like townhouses, man.
This one's it was nice, and it looked like redone on the inside. Their front yard looked really good. Their backyard was nice. It has like this little deck, but the below it is all bark dust.
Interesting.
So I didn't really like that. I didn't personally.
Right.
But
see, I think bark dust is like, it's one of those things where it makes it look clean and presentable.
Yeah,
but also
it gets fucked.
Yeah, but then if you want to clear it out, but like too, if you're trying to show it and sell it and clean your house up a bit,
it does look nice.
Spend a couple $100 on bark dust instead of seeing like all the weeds or this or that.
Yeah, but then as soon as you let it go.
Oh yeah, 100%. You gotta water that shit, trim it, mow it.
Water bark dust?
Yeah, 100%. You don't do that?
I don't know. It seems like that would create weeds and moss.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
And bark dust, lawn, same thing.
Yeah,
right?
there is.
Spelled different.
I liked it, but yeah, I liked it. I don't know. It's just different not being at the house.
Dude, I get that.
Yeah.
I've been looking at moving out like for a while now, and I'm kind of just like,
yeah,
like I love my house.
Yeah.
And like it's fun, it's home, but at the same time too, like an apartment would be cool, a townhouse would be cool.
I would say buy. I'd say if you're gonna leave your parents' house, especially since they're not making you pay rent.
Yeah.
Buy.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'd buy something for sure.
I just don't know. Buying sounds nice, but at the same time too, like renting here and there, moving around a little bit.
Why.
Hit me with it.
At least if you purchase it,
yeah,
you can sell it and get your money back, most likely, especially in this market, or you can make money.
That's
true.
If
you rent it, you're only putting money in a garbage can and lighting it on fire.
I mean, I do like fire. I can make s'mores.
Yeah, you could, but I would bet s'mores made from money fire would taste like shit.
Or they taste like money.
It would probably taste like the inside of a stripper's butt crack.
Whoa.
That's where all those dollars been, bro.
Not my 20s.
Maybe.
If
Jesse's been there. If Jesse's been there, that's what they are. That's where they've been, you know?
Jesse throwing 20s at the club?
I don't know. I've only been to a strip club one time. Just once. And we were clubbing downtown. Probably like right after we had turned 21 because I fucking hate it. Like
downtown?
I don't like
clubbing downtown?
Clubbing at all.
Oh, I don't like clubbing.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of bar hopping.
I am a fan of any place where the music is quiet enough to where I can hear people at the table.
That's a fact. Although, I have been going to a karaoke bar lately, not singing.
Yeah, I can't do karaoke. Worst nightmare, probably.
But it's fun to like... It's kind of fun to go and watch these people sing songs. Then when the crowd gets into it, you can just belt at the top of your lungs and like not give a shit. But I don't think I'll ever sing karaoke. I just have no desire.
Yeah, it's one of my...
I'm not trying to get on American Idol.
I'm not good at singing. It's just not fun. If I go and watch... This is the main reason why I don't go.
Okay.
Is because before we go, I say, hey, I don't want to sing. I'm just going to hang out with people. They go, oh, yeah, we won't make you do it.
And then they force you to sing?
As soon as they start drinking, then they're going to make me sing. I've never gone because I know that that's going to happen, so I just don't go.
Dude, yeah, I don't do it. I will not do it.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan at all.
I won't do it. I'll get up and act like I'm going up there to sing, and then I'll just walk out of the bar.
Just walk out. That would be very embarrassing.
I just gotta make sure my tab's closed.
Yeah, but I was looking at a manufactured home.
Yeah.
Not for me to live in,
right,
but to purchase and then rent out.
Yeah.
Because it was cheap as fuck. It was like $50K, newly remodeled.
Dude, could you imagine though? Like, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to buy like a small plot of land and just build like a small home on it and have like a big backyard. Like,
yeah, I mean, technically speaking, if I purchased this, I could do that later. Yeah. I can move it.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, so like the mortgage on it would be really cheap. Mm-hmm. You have to pay rent for the land that you're on.
Interesting.
Plus the property tax. So basically, like you don't buy the slot that you're
you
in.
just buy the.
So like altogether, even like with the mortgage and that it would have been like $700. I figure because it was brandly or newly remodeled. Mm-hmm. The outside looked okay. The inside looked great. Right. I probably could have rented it out for like $1,000.
You could probably just clean up the outside too.
Oh yeah, it was just some yard work.
Power wash it, paint it.
Yeah, yard work and then do a little bit of that. Yeah.
Put a little graffiti on there.
But I was like, $50K, really not that bad. If I really
you can pay it off quick.
If Tanya and I did it, we could pay it off in a year easily.
Yeah.
And then plus, like if it costs if the mortgage is $700 with the rent or whatever, so I'm just paying the minimum payment on the mortgage, but I'm renting it out for $1,000, an extra $300, so extra mortgage payment. So if you're taking 30-year loan,
right,
and you're doing basically cut it in half.
What about that interest?
You would cut it in half. Oh yeah, but interest rates are great.
That's true.
So that's my biggest fear. So I think we've talked about it a lot on this. I think. But not enough.
You and I have talked about it.
Not enough for me to remember if we have.
Okay.
So maybe we haven't.
I don't think so. I think we talked about it briefly early, and then at the gym we would talk about it all the fucking time.
Yeah. So.
Are you buying a house yet?
Yeah.
No, what about you? No, not yet. But it's on still property.
Has
a door and 4 windows.
I know we did for John's episode. We talked about that. I had basically cleared my debt.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about that. So I've been working since last April, May to get all of my debt removed so that I could start saving up and then getting into a house.
So smart though.
Yeah. The one thing that I wish I could do, which I suppose I could, pay off the car. That's what I would like to do. If I wasn't so upside down on it, I would have sold it and then got a shitty car, like a Honda or a Toyota,
right?
Like Camry.
See, I thought about that too.
Yeah.
But keep going.
So I've been doing that for a while, and I'm just about to be debt free. Besides my car, that will be the only monthly payment I have.
We in that same boat, you and I.
That would be considered debt. That's not like a Crunch membership.
No, I hear
not that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so
not for play, but money you actually owe.
Yeah. Stuff that the
people will
leasing
come for
officers
if you
and stuff
don't.
would look for it. Yeah.
We're gonna cancel your membership.
So this year, the prime rate stayed the same. So for people who don't know what the prime rate is, it's basically how the government, how much they charge banks to take loans. So when you take a $300,000 loan out from Chase, they're charged a specific rate, a rate to pull out money from the Federal Reserve, which then they tax onto you by a higher percentage.
Real quick, I just scraped my foot on this leather couch, so if it sounds like I farted, it was not me. That was the cushion that I'm sitting on. Just want to get ahead of that one.
For sure. Do it.
No, we're
he
good.
Really farted. So
I did not.
So then the prime rate stayed the same this year.
Okay.
And interest rates are basically 3.5 to 4.5. A point, really, it's a lot, but it's also not a lot. It doesn't affect your mortgage monthly by a lot, but obviously, if you take it over 30 years, changes. So the prime rate stayed the same, which means that the interest rates are going to stay the same for the foreseeable future. I haven't looked into when they renegotiate if the prime rate's staying the same.
Right.
So the reason why it would stay the same would be that they want people to get into homes. Or they want people to take out loans and shit like that. If it raises, it means that they don't have as much liquidity or the I don't know what their reasoning
generous.
For it. They're not being generous, whatever that is. So then it makes it harder for people to get into places.
Right.
It's not going to go down. They're not going to this is pretty much the lowest
it's gonna
interest
be.
rates it's probably ever gonna be.
Yeah.
Like a 3.5% interest rate on a home is absurdly low. I think like when our parents probably got the house, the houses we're in was probably fucking high as shit.
Dude.
Probably like 9 or 10, and they were like, "Dude, steal."
Right? Yeah, it's unreal. Like I look
Plus, when this house was purchased, it was like 180 grand.
See,
so
my
different.
parents bought ours for 115,000.
Yeah,
Like what? Unreal.
it's crazy how much money can. That's inflation, man.
Yeah.
Like right.
Yeah.
And
Like, what?
demand and supply.
Yeah.
Too. It's like all that shit. It's economics, man.
Economics,
It's crazy.
bro.
And so this is when I started to clean up my shit.
Did you say ergonomics or economics?
Economics.
I heard I'm just kidding. No, you totally said economics.
I think I did.
No, you said economics
Okay.
for sure.
When I started looking into cleaning up my shit,
Ooh.
like the debt and doing
that
all this
shit.
stuff,
Okay.
was when I started to get into like finance, and I started to look into things because I just was never taught, and it was honestly like I think for most people it's a pain point, financials.
Right. Well, they're so tricky, dude.
Well, I think they're actually really simple.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
They're just uncomfortable, and it's really hard to say no to people.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, it's really easy to be like, I'm gonna be really good, and then someone's like, you want to go,
Get
you want to
Taco
go
Bell?
to that, or
And
you want to go
drop
to the
like
beach this
$12.
weekend,
Oh,
and then you
dude.
spend $100 because you got to buy some food and you got to buy some drinks and gas and all that kind of shit.
And then the Airbnb,
Yeah, whatever it might be.
which is exactly what my weekend is, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. So, is that what you're doing?
I'm going to Painted Hills.
I don't know what that is.
It's out in Central Oregon. It's just like these hills that are supposed to be like really beautiful and cool.
Cool.
That'll
be
it's
fun,
It's been on my
relaxing.
list for a while, and I also just kind of want to get away from town for a little bit.
For sure. Who are you going with?
Just a friend.
Oh,
Yep.
that's it. Just a friend.
Just a friend.
Good old friend.
No,
That's a fucking lie.
that's not a lie.
I can see it right through your
That's not a
glasses,
lie.
4 eyes.
You're wearing glasses too, bro.
They don't know that.
I just told him.
That could be a lie.
Hey, podcast. Mitchell's wearing glasses.
It sounds like something a person who is just called out for having 4 eyes would say to, like, because they can't see.
I got 4 eyes. I can see a fuck ton. Thank you very much, Mr. 2 Eye. Lame.
There we go. See there.
Lame.
See, he lied.
Yeah,
Just
I lied.
proved it.
100%. You're not wearing glasses.
Oh, man.
I see right through your shit.
Yeah.
See right
There's
through
a
you.
lot of that. There's a lot of that.
Okay.
Used to be a lot more. You ever bullshit just forever? Like you just think about it and you're like, wow, I was such a fucking asshole. I just bullshit my way through all that.
Oh, dude, I love doing that. I used to do this game at the reserve where I would hop on the elevator in the early mornings, or actually just whenever my shifts were with coworkers, and I'd be like, yo, just tell me a random ass job, and I'll go up and tell somebody I'm quitting this job for that job. One of them was a rodeo clown.
Oh yeah, right.
So I would go into these crazy stories where I'd sit there and like our old wedding specialist, her name was Yelena, and I walked up to Yelena and was like, hey Yelena,
Like an event coordinator for weddings or something.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I walked up and I was like, oh hey honey, shut up, I'm trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
But no, so I sat there and I walked up and was like, hey Yelena, I had a question for her. She goes, yeah. I go, how do I tell Randy that I'm quitting? And she was just like, what? And I go, yeah, like this crazy opportunity came up and like I just can't pass it up. And she's like, well, what's going on? I was like, well, so my uncle and my cousins are big into cars, you know, so they invited me to a car show. So I went with them for a little bit, and we got to talking, and I met one of my uncle's friends. He lives out in Arizona. Basically, you know, I want to learn like the business that he does, and he does, you know, like some marketing warehouse shit, but he can't hire me on full time. But, you know, like as another side gig, he has a business of like a rodeo. So he offered me like a rodeo clown position. Basically, like I could go there, live with him for free, go to work and like the warehouse stuff and like learn that like financial, all the like, logistics side from there. And then like some weekends, some nights, I just have to be a rodeo clown at the rodeo.
She's like, all right.
She was like, are you shitting me? And I'm like, no, it's out in
what would be worse?
Arizona.
She's like, you'd be really good at that.
Oh, I know, dude, right? And so like, dude, I would just like, granted, that's not my best story, but like, I would just say shit like that, and they'd be like, nah, you're kidding. And I would just be so stone-faced.
That's what
like,
I'm doing, dude.
I'd be like, no, like, seriously, like, how do I tell him my 2 weeks? Oh my God, what do I do? I'm asking you for help here.
The 2 week stuff is always so awkward.
It's real awkward.
Dude, when I was at Cinetopia, I'd been negotiating for a raise since July. So this was July of last year.
Okay.
And we had been talking about it for a long fucking time. And I hadn't gotten a raise in a while. And minimum wage had just increased by like, I feel like $1.
Which is a big jump.
Yeah, it was like a lot. And people, like, whenever minimum wage goes up and you don't pay your managers more money, they make less fucking money because now the person who's below them is like at $13 fucking dollars or whatever it was. And now they're basically like, you have like a small gap.
Yeah, so you're not really making less money.
You're not making less.
Just the incentive to continue to work harder
is lower because I could just go do that fucker's job.
Less responsibility, and there's a slight different pay
only
cut.
Slightly.
And the odds of you getting overtime are much greater because it's cheaper.
Right. So Cinetopia doesn't pay overtime, but yeah.
You know what I mean.
So
fucking 2 eyes. Put your glasses back on.
I kept talking to him. It took from July to November to get my raise, and when I finally got it, it took so long, which is why I left. And so like I got it, and like maybe a week and a half later, like I put my 2 weeks in.
How'd that go? That had to be kind of awkward.
It was awkward, man. I was just like, look, like it took so long. An opportunity arose, and I wasn't looking for something, but somebody asked me, so I went and talked about it, and it seems like a really good opportunity. It's just an awkward moment, especially since I went from like an hourly position. He put me on salary and all this stuff, and it was just, I don't know, but you just have to do it. And Kirsten is looking for a new job. Her boyfriend's looking for a new job, and I just, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Her boyfriend's looking for a new job. I don't know if Kirsten's looking for a new job. I don't know who listens to it and if I get in trouble. But anyway, she didn't tell me not to say. So.
You want me to get you a bigger shovel, man? Like, you're just digging that ditch deeper.
I don't know what to do. But,
dude, this fucking leather couch, man. It's just like.
Yeah, leather's kind of ass. But,
did you guys hear that? You hear that podcast?
The people always feel bad. And the biggest thing is if they want you to stay, they'll pay you. Or they'll do something.
100%. But
if they don't, if they're just like, you should stay because we like you.
It's like, all right, cool, now I'm really gone.
Yeah, they leave. Like, they're not going to do anything. I remember, so I got, with this job, I feel as though what I was doing at a specific time was a lot more than what other people were doing with a higher rank, who were still techs. And I was like, why the fuck am I doing 40 tickets in a day? Mm-hmm. A ticket is basically fixing someone's shit. So why am I fixing 40 problems while this person fixes 6 and they're getting paid $4 more than me?
Oof.
Doesn't make sense to me.
It makes no sense.
And so I started asking a couple friends, and one of my buddies was like, hey, come like do this interview for this job. I can get you an interview. So I ended up getting that job, and it was a substantial pay increase. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'll go talk to my boss and just be like, hey, I have an offer for this. Probably gonna take it. Do you guys want to talk about this at all or what? They're like, well, we really wish you would have talked to us before you went and had the interview. And it was like, well, what would that have done? Like, how would it be different?
They would have just prepped themselves a little more.
I basically got what would have happened was they would have known that I was looking for a different job. They would have found a reason to fire me or, move me into whatever until I quit or whatever. So, but I was just like, they gave me basically this, like, we do not negotiate with terrorists response pretty much. It's like, well, we don't really match. We don't really do anything. It's like, and in my email, I remember saying, like, this is what I was offered. This is what I'm getting paid now. I don't expect you guys to give me that. I like to say, can you guys bridge the gap in any way?
Yes, and clearly you're willing to work with that.
Yeah, and they just wouldn't do it. And I did end up staying mostly because of the commute and because of...
free movies?
No, this was from Nike too, a different company. But because I liked the campus, and I like the perks that came with the job. But I probably could be making more money elsewhere. But that's okay with me.
But see, here's the thing, though, man. Like,
I don't love my job either, so.
is it all about the money? Or is it about
a huge part of it is for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I've been wondering. Like, would you rather make more money and be miserable or less money and be happy? And I know it's such like the...
Well, it depends on the amount of money.
I mean, if you were making like $65 a year, would you be happy with that? Doing something you like?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
If I... I mean, that's more than I make now. So yeah,
I'd be more than I make now.
I'd be fucking thrilled if I liked it. If I was like, yeah, I kind of enjoy this.
Just wake up every day and be excited to go to work?
Yeah, I'm definitely not excited. I don't think I've ever really been excited to go to work. That's a bummer.
I've had a few...
when I streamed, I was really excited.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But...
I've had a few gigs where I got excited to go to work.
No.
They just didn't pay enough.
No, never.
Not for you?
No. But there's that sliding scale of pay to liking it. You could really love it, but if you get paid dog shit...
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, I got goals, and I need money to reach those.
What's a job
things.
you would hate to do that makes a lot of money?
I don't know. I would say, construction. I think can make good money.
I think you can for sure.
Yeah. I know that one of my sister's ex-boyfriends did like paving. They were like, his dad, I think, owned like a paving company that did like the streets and shit. And he got paid pretty well, but it was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to do like manual labor work. I just don't like, I don't want to do, I guess, blue collar, I guess. Yeah. I just don't want to come home just fucking exhausted.
See, there's some days where like, I miss it because you start with this task and then you look back and you see everything you've gotten done. Not to say you can't do that same thing in an office, but like, there's something nice, something to be said about like working your ass off, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting thing, though. I feel like the whole manual labor kind of thing has I
would hate it. I didn't. Yeah, I can see how it could be rewarding.
See, I don't know. I think I'd be okay with it.
Mm-mm. Over a long period of time, just every day, swinging away. I mean, I respect it. I'm just saying that it wouldn't have been my my favorite thing to do, or it wouldn't be something I think I would like to get into finance in some way. I just really like numbers and spreadsheets and stuff. I like it way more than I used to like it. But I think it would still be more personal finance stuff. Like, I would love to be able to help my friends figure out why they're in a bad or not as good of a financial situation and get them into a good one.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Dude, yeah.
Because you always hear these really shitty stories about, like, personal finance people, like accountants and shit, and they just fuck over their clients.
Well, the big one I hear is insurance salesman.
Oh, I would hate that.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Well, it depends on the insurance, because if it was, like, car insurance, like, in the state of Oregon, you have to fucking have car insurance. Right. So
is there a state where you don't have to have car insurance?
I'm sure there are states where it's not by law you have to have it.
Interesting.
But, like, life insurance, and that comes with being a personal finance guy.
Right.
It's like, that's actually how you make money.
Right.
Because you get a percentage of that. Or like a couple bucks or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't think
so
I
you
can
just
do it.
need clients. But like, just the idea of being like, hey, here's your money, here's your debt. If we do this, you'll no longer have debt in 2 years. And then if you continue to do the way that you're supposed to, you'll be able to get in a house in 5.
Yeah.
And then help them stay on track. Like, I would love that job.
For sure. 100%. I'm right there with you. Anything that like helps people stay online, like you said.
I would fucking love that
Here's a
job.
question, though. New question. I'm going to go random here today.
Okay.
Spitballing. What's your thought on risk? Like, do you get nervous about taking a risk, or do you get excited about the thought of taking a risk? I'm just talking risks in general. No, like, none of this, like, calculated, like, just risks. I understand there's different, like, levels of them.
Yeah, I think it's a tough question because, like, there's so many different variations of it. I would say I probably get slightly more nervous than excited. But once I go with it, then
once you just embrace
fear
it,
kind of leaves and the excitement stays.
And see, that's where I'm at. Is like I'm so scared of taking risks. Any risk.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the fucking worst.
I would say if we specialize it a little bit, I would say risks taking on myself. Like I'm betting on myself.
For sure.
I don't really get that fearful of.
See, if I can control it, for sure, 100%.
Well, like I think that you can't really control fucking shit.
Oh, I know you can't.
So,
dude, that's my thing. I try to live life with this safety net. We're getting real meta right now.
But like, for instance, like going to Amsterdam for 90 days is a risk. Quit my job, go to Amsterdam. That's what happens there.
Right. But looking back at it, so tight.
Quitting, but I do it, and that's just what it is. TQL, quitting a job where I had a salary, steady income coming in to stream. That's a risk. Super excited about that. I would, 99.9% of the day, I'll bet on myself every time. I might need a little bit of convincing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nighttime too. Nighttime maybe even more so. If I wasn't so like pasty white and just sticking out like a sore thumb, it would be full 100%.
Wow.
I just need a light tan.
Is the thumb still sore?
Oh yeah,
dude, really that bad?
Yeah, man.
Stop sitting on that thing.
It was it was this. I don't know, like going this far. Like it's better now,
right?
But it's still like really tight right here.
Interesting.
It feels like I'm pulling on something.
You ever do toga?
Toga?
Thumb yoga? Toga?
No,
that's not a thing. I just made it up on the spot.
Yeah,
just stretch
toga. It doesn't sound like it would be thumb. Sounds like it would be with my feet.
Toga?
Thoga?
Thumga? Thumga.
Thumga.
That's AM PM, right?
Yeah, Thumga.
Dude, I love those commercials.
Yeah, man. I just think
they take a piece of him and eat him. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I think that
that's his job.
The important part is that people bet on themselves more often.
Yeah, for sure. He's got
trying to think of a risk. Give me a scenario. Hit me with one.
A scenario.
Yeah, a risk scenario.
Jesus.
Australia is the key to the whole game, man.
What?
And Risk.
Oh, I've never played Risk.
Oh my god.
I know. Dude, I just feel all the disappointment and like judgment coming at me right now. Like, dude,
there's
hurts.
A decent amount.
I know
from
there's.
That.
A scenario, a risky scenario, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, like something happens, you know, like something happens, you know.
Jesus, I don't know. I was just curious about risks in general.
It's like a house is taking a risk, right? Because you don't know what it's going to do. Some people think that we're getting closer to a housing collapse because it's been 10 years or whatever.
I would love a bubble. If that bubble pops and houses just get dirt cheap again.
Yeah, but no one's going to sell them. You'd have to buy at plots of land, pretty much.
That's when
you buy plots
of land.
Either
that or hopefully you have these people that
if you buy a house for $300,000.
Yeah.
Bubble pops and it's worth 180. You ain't fucking selling that house. You're sitting on that shit.
Well, no, I know what I'm saying. Like the
Unless
house,
you just go under.
Yeah, that's too.
Which is what happens. But they got a lot better at loans. So before, like I was talking with people, they would just be like, "How much money do you have?" And they're like, I think I have like $1,000." And like, "You want this $800,000 house?" And you're like, "Yeah, I kind of do." And they're like, "Okay, $1,000. Like, what's your name?" And that's it.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit of an oversimplification and exaggeration,
but it gets point across. Yeah. See, dude, I don't know. Like, if it were me,
like for me, knowing you and what you have, I would have already paid off my car or a significant portion of it. Yep. It would already be at $0 if I had the money.
If it were
which
me,
I think you're very close to.
If it were me, I wouldn't have bought
it wasn't
a new
you
car.
Did buy it, bitch.
Okay, well, if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't buy a new car. I would go buy a used car.
Yes, I would. I bought a used car, but I would have bought a cheaper used car if I could go back and do it. But I would pay that shit off. I would either pay it off or I'd get in a house right now.
Yeah, see.
The house is right now, too.
I've been saving up for a piece of property, but I'm just kind of like, I just got to go for it, dude. So here's the best story I have.
Go fucking look.
No. Here's the best story I have for you, right? So I'm the kid that always tries to get the most bang for his buck. And there seems to be a pattern for me that, like, when I buy something, literally, like, the next day or 2 days later, the next thing, like, comes out, the next version, whatever. Went to Apple to buy my iPad a couple years ago.
Well, let me tell you.
Hang on.
That doesn't happen with houses.
Hang on. Well, I know that. You got to build them. It's not just. It takes more than just 2 days. So I went to Apple to buy my iPad, and this is back in college. And I sit there and I go, all right, well, I've been hearing rumors and this and that of like, you know, the next new one's going to come out. So should I buy this one now or should I wait for that? Like, what's the difference? Is there a lot better? Blah, blah, blah. And he just stops and he just goes, okay, first off, kid, like that information's wrong. It's not going to come out in a couple days. Secondly, if you're making your purchasing decisions like that, just save your money and never buy anything because you'll never have the best thing. And I was like, damn.
You might not ever have the best thing.
No, I know. But it also made me realize, too, I don't need the best thing.
Well...
But dude just hit me. Dude just slapped me square in the face. And I was like, I deserve that. Yeah, you got me.
I would say the fear or the nervousness that comes with buying a house or a big purchase of that, right?
Dude, big purchase.
Because it's
a big purchase.
Yeah, it's huge.
Call
I mean,
it what it
it's
is.
a long time to commit, right?
For sure.
So the way that Dave Ramsey says to do stuff, who's a financial guy,
Totally thought you were going to say my name.
would say is that you should only you should only do a 15-year fix, not 30-year.
Okay.
Conventional loan. You take a 15-year, right?
Right.
If you bought a dog, they live 10 to 15 years,
I love dogs.
right?
Beagles.
So it's sticking around with you. It's not obviously a perfect example, but
Right.
time frame wise, it's going to be with you around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But you obviously think you could probably get rid of the dog maybe easier than the house, right? Like you could
Probably,
give
yeah.
it back. That would be tough. I don't
think I
know
could,
very
dude. I
many
don't think I
people who
could.
could get a dog or any animal for that matter and then give it back.
No way.
There's like
You get attached so fast.
Yeah,
as soon as
so
you name
fast.
it, if you
Yeah.
just got a dog named Dog, that's fine.
no.
Because you call it something.
Yeah, it'd be impossible for
Yeah.
me. Someone else would have to do it for me.
You'd have to take it while I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Yeah, unless the dog was just so fucking atrocious. Like, I don't know. And like if Tanya brought home a cat that looks like those hairless cats, you know, those ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like, yeah, get that fucking thing out of here.
Meh.
Those things are disgusting.
Rachel and Frank. Dude,
Anyone who thinks otherwise is just clearly
I'm on
wrong.
the fence about them.
Dude, they're ugly as shit. They look like saggy nutsacks
Well, yeah, but...
with eyes.
And claws.
Oh. God, they're gross.
Jeez. Just
Yeah.
such a look of disgust.
Yeah, dude, there's
Sure,
oversized
face right
rats.
Dude, no, an oversized rat is a chihuahua. My sister has a chihuahua. She named it Lambo. And, like, it's a nice dog. It's friendly, but...
I'm not a fan of them either.
I'm not
Kirsten has
either,
Kirsten's
dude.
dog's cool, but
It's like
there's some
somebody
chihuahua in
held
there.
its breath and its eyes started to pop out and then they let it breathe. It's a fucking rat. I don't like them.
Yeah, they're gross.
They bounce when they bark.
Tanya likes hamsters. Tanya likes all different sorts of stuff, but I found out Tanya doesn't really like dogs that much.
Okay, time out.
Yeah,
Hamsters
she's like
are cool.
hamster, gerbil.
Does she like hairless
ferrets,
cats?
All that shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just an example.
She doesn't like anything that sheds because she's got this fucking OCD that she's got to clean shit all the time. Like for example, I have my ginger ale.
Yep.
If I had it right here on my desk and I left it there,
No coaster?
She would just no coaster, just leave it there. She would think that was dirty. Like if it was empty and it was just sitting there, it'd be like your desk was dirty.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm on board with that.
No, that's not dirty. That's one can.
But, I mean, it's...
I got 10 cans on there. We got a problem.
Well, yeah, but it's not supposed to be there. So, in a sense, like, it is dirty. I'm with Tanya on this one. Now, if you said, like, Tanya saw it there without a coaster, picked it up, saw the ring, and, like, literally could not
It's not dirty,
do anything until...
For it to bother you?
Some people like a clean house, man. My mom would... Well,
Right. I'm not disagreeing
I
with
don't know
that.
if my mom would call it dirty, but she would just get rid of it because it's easy and it takes, like, 5 seconds.
Sure, I'm just saying, like, if she saw it, it
Right.
would, like, bug her.
Gotcha. I don't think I'm that bad. If
Yeah,
it were
I mean,
mine and I was chilling at my desk, I'd be like,
You know
all right,
what
cool, it's
is
dirty.
always the bullshit thing, too?
Huh.
Is overly clean people. Overly clean.
Okay.
Always think that... Or everyone always sides with them if someone's, like, slightly messy. So, like, for me, I'm slightly messy. Mm-hmm. Being at home, I'm way worse than I am if I had my own place. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Like being here, maybe
Yeah.
it's just because I grew up here and I
Right.
like because I always had like my mom and sisters around
Yeah.
and they always kind of picked
Well,
up.
dude-
I just kind of I don't like my psyche. I just expect that for some weird reason.
So when I moved out for college, I would let dishes soak in the sink, go do whatever, come back, take care of them then.
Yeah.
My mom is like, if it's in the sink, you take care of it then and there. If you have time, take
Yeah,
care
see,
of it. So
that's
I'll put
that's
shit
an
in the sink
insane
to
thing,
soak.
in my
No.
opinion.
I don't think it's insane because my mom like if she has time to spare, she does
Sure,
it then.
okay, I guess
it's
that's fair.
then one less thing she has to do later.
I know, but I guess what I would say is it's an insane thing if she expected you to be the same way.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think she
Yes.
expects me to be the same way. But, so I'll sit there, I'll put a dish in the sink, let it soak, go back and finish like the last 15 minutes of my TV show.
Sure.
Go back, and it's gone.
It's gone, yeah.
And I'm
so
like-
then you're just like, wow, it's magic.
No, I'm just like, Deb, what are you doing? Like, I will clean that.
Yeah.
Well, it was just sitting in the sink. She's like, yeah, because I was finishing a show.
Yeah. No,
Then I'll
my
clean it.
mom's like, it's always been the same routine. Like, it's never really changed no matter how old I get. Mm-hmm. So, there's that. Tanya's really big into that. But my sister Whitney, Tanya are kind of this way where it's like, if they see something that's like slightly out of place, like they just can't take it. And people will typically side with the person who's cleaner than the person who's slightly messier, right? So, like,
Tanya, accept him for who he is.
so like if I was on the couch, right,
hear me?
and I had like a blanket,
Yeah.
and I got up and I moved the blanket to the side, and then like I left it there for like a little bit. By the time I came back, it would, like someone would have folded it.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. I gotta get, if I'm getting up and leaving the couch, I fold it and put it back.
Yeah, see, like that to me is like an OCD thing.
See, I don't know that I call
Or
that.
what I should say is that to me, if that's how you expect everyone to be.
No, I don't expect
that's how you-
everyone. No,
Yeah.
I don't expect everyone. Just me
I'm
personally.
doing a really bad job of explaining this.
Well, no. I think I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, for me, if I'm getting up, I'll just fold the blanket up, put it back. Because the way I look at it is I have to come back and do it later. I might as well just do it now.
Yeah. What I'm saying is if you're a certain level of clean
Yeah.
that you know is somewhat unrealistic for other people to be, and
Don't
you
expect
but you
them?
expect them
Yeah.
to be that way,
I gotcha.
you're the asshole. And now I'm gonna leave my dishes in the fucking sink out of spite.
With notes.
Yeah. No,
Just-
I'm not cleaning this shit up.
Just spell, like, gotcha out of ketchup on the plate.
I think there's a line of respectfulness, and then a line of in terms of like, oh, I'm not just gonna leave this disgusting. But I think like there's also in my opinion, like there's the school of thought, right, where I have a plate, I put it in the sink, or I rinse it, put it in the dishwasher. Now it's taken care of.
Right.
Do I want to do that 30 times throughout the day? You know what I mean? Like 20 times throughout the day?
Yeah.
5 times? Or do I sit 10 in there, and then when it's good, then I do it all at once?
Yeah.
So how much? I'm curious as how much time is saved by doing it right then and there, because then you only have one, right? So if it took you 30 seconds, that's done. But if you had 10, could you do this? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, that's the school of thought for me. My school of thought, the way that I do things, is usually like when it looks messy, like actually messy, not just one,
Right.
like one thing,
Yeah.
or a pillow out of the way, or one dish. When it looks messy, that's when I would choose to take care of it.
See-
That's how I did it when I was at home, in my own places.
Yeah, for me, I don't like coming home and having to do, like, laundry, for example.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
wash
care.
laundry, I'll put it, like, on my bed to fold later, and then something will come up and I'll leave and go do it.
Yeah.
And I'll come back and I still have laundry, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't do it. So I just throw it in my basket back on the floor, and it takes like 4 days before I fold it.
Yeah,
So
I'm like
dishes
that.
are kind of the same way to me. Like, if I can just get it done and have it, like, don't have to worry about it later, I'll do it then.
Yeah, for some reason, dishes aren't like that because it's like
It's
kind of like grossly apparent.
Yeah.
But laundry, I'm really bad at, and because we've been
What about the bathroom?
doing the house.
Do you keep your bathroom clean?
When I was in Colorado, when I had my own place, I kept my bathroom really clean. Yeah,
Do you have the guest bathroom or the master bathroom?
I had my own. So
Okay.
we had a two bedroom, 2 bath place.
Okay.
So I was in the master
Oh, okay.
that had just a toilet and then like a bath and shower.
Gotcha.
And then the sink was actually on the outside of the bathroom.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and then Jason had his own bathroom,
What
basically.
was his out in, like, the living room hallway where, like, if guests came over, they would use his?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but we never had fucking anyone over.
Right.
So,
Too easy
but
with
yeah,
those Red
I
Robin
kept my
squirts.
shit clean. His bathroom was disgusting. It was really
See,
bad.
man, I have to keep my bathroom clean, especially if if I have the guest bathroom
Yeah.
in the apartment, dude, like, I keep that shit clean all the time.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I'm this way. I'm less generous with my family for some reason. I don't know why.
Gotta keep them on my toes. Then they get comfortable.
No, but like
And it's just like y'all
like
getting
this
too
weird
comfy.
thing. Let anyone who's listening to this, let me know if you're this way, or if you have a reason why you think I'm this way. Let me know. For some reason, when it comes to like money, or when it comes to helping somebody or doing something. I don't know why, but I'm more generous with my friends than I am with my family. I don't know why that's the case.
I'm trying to think. I think I'm very much the same way. Well, no, that's a lie. Because I'm very generous with my family. But, like, my friends, like, my very close... I only have, like, one close-knit group of friends. Like, I don't hang out with a big group of people. So I consider all of them family. So I treat everybody the same.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely treat my close friends, the people who I actually hang out with, as family. But, like, it's, like, a different type.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But, like... So, if any of my friends or my family came and said, hey, let's do this for... let's do this for this person, or can I borrow this because of this reason? I wouldn't really necessarily have a problem with it, but it's like doing stuff, kind of like the acts of service or like doing things for people that like it bothers me for some reason when my family asks me. I don't know why that's the case.
Like, give me an example. Like, we're talking like if your mom came home with a dump truck of gravel and she needed you to spread it.
Yeah, like that shit.
But
if if
James hit you up like, yo, I just got a bunch of gravel back, dude, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way.
I don't know why.
I get it. I have this theory. I think
it's because she bought it thinking I was going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, see, my parents, like, they buy it and they do it. They would like me to help. Yeah. And obviously, like, I feel a little obligated because it's my parents. But, like, when it's friends, like, usually we just go over, or I'll go over and, like, we turn into a big game or crack some jokes, or we just pound a bunch of drinks while we're doing it. And then it just becomes, like, this goofy, fun mess.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also, too, like, I hate pulling weeds. I can't stand it. When my mom's like, hey, you going to pull weeds today? I'm just like, no. I'll do something else. You can pull the weeds, which is a huge dick answer. But whenever baseball came around, it's like, hey, we're meeting at the field to pull weeds from 11 to 2. I'm like, wow, that's like the prime part of the day. That sucks ass. But also it's going to be so much fun because of all these clowns that I'm with. So if it was pulling weeds on the baseball field, down. Not granted, pulling weeds sucks regardless.
Why don't they just spray that shit?
I mean, yeah, it's a mental thing.
Ew.
It builds character.
I would have beat that person with a 10-foot pole, whoever said that shit to me.
I mean,
I ain't digging no holes.
We had to do that too.
Yeah, fuck that.
We had to put posts in the ground. We had to take the posts out.
I don't know why, man. Because I helped James with his old
backyard.
His old townhouse. He was redoing his backyard, and I helped him with a shit ton of like bricks, and I helped hold a tree in the back of his fucking truck. I did a bunch of shit, and then
you still got that. You don't have to eat it. I just like throwing it at you.
But then, yeah, I think it's sometimes because my...
Okay.
I thought you threw it again.
No, just make sure your reflexes are there.
My friends will give me some time in advance. That's something that helps too.
100%. Then you kind of like prep yourself,
You're
get
like,
some fun out of the way.
I might be doing something in 2 weeks. Do you think you'd help? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Well, hang on.
Sometimes
First off,
they do, but sometimes they're just like, hey, can you help me out in an hour? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
My favorite though, too,
I don't know why.
Is like my mom will sit there and she'd be like, hey, would you pull that, or will what shit? How does she phrase it? She phrases it in a way that like kind of gives me an option. And so like,
yeah, do you want to?
That's what it is. Yeah. Like, hey, do you want to do this or that? I was like, well, no, not really. And she's like, well, will you do it?
I feel like teachers do that shit all the time.
Dude, and you know both my parents were teachers. Like, yeah, for sure. They test you. They give you the chance. I'm not even close.
Teachers are always like, yeah, do you want to read from page 5 to 10? And you're like, no.
So it's funny you say that, actually. In a class, because I don't like reading. I think we've talked about this. I don't like reading out loud for groups. I like reading in my head. And like, no, I'm reading.
You hate it.
I don't hate it. I'm just picky about my books. Anyway, so I was sitting there in class, and a teacher goes, all right, David, like, would you like to read from da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah,
I don't remember the numbers. And I was like, no, like, not really.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right, let's try that again. David, read from ba-da-da.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
fine. Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And I remember reading with so much attitude. She's like, all right, that first page was really good. Now let's try the rest without the attitude, okay?
I just want to read. I'd be like, fuck you.
Well, I mean, I was like in 3rd grade, and I was like...
I always hated that stuff too, man. What? I think I've said it before. I think it ruins kids.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives them fucking anxiety and shit.
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
Name that movie.
The Ringer.
Yeah, with?
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
God, that movie's hilarious.
I love it.
What's her name in there too? What's the girl's name from Knocked Up?
Katherine Heigl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she was funny.
You know who
She's
I
really
love, or what movie I
hysterical,
love, though,
actually.
man? Hot Rod.
Yeah, I wasn't so into Hot
I
Rod.
loved it. I think we've talked about this before, but dude, I fucking loved Hot Rod.
Yeah, I wasn't so into it. I think I liked it a little bit later. But yeah, I wasn't so into it.
There was a skateboarding movie that I loved too. It was kind of like Brink, but it was like had a bigger budget and wasn't on the Disney Channel. It was like the adult version of Brink, but skateboarding. Oh, it was Grind. It was called Grind.
What was that other one where it's the old school skateboarding?
Oh,
It was
Lords
like
of Dogtown.
Lords of Dogtown. That movie is dope.
Dude, that's a pretty good story of skateboarding. How it all started. And
That was a
everything
really
like
good
that.
one.
Dude, you know what I've been watching a lot lately? Ow.
Was that your elbow?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
hurt.
falling apart, man.
Yeah.
Duct tape? Shelly, get the duct tape.
She gonna come down here now.
I hope so. I'll just tape my arm up just like this. Surfing. I've been watching a lot of surfing.
Johnny Tsunami.
No.
He surfs in it though.
Yeah, I know he surfs in it.
What else did he do?
I don't know. Probably goes to
Snowboards.
school. I've never seen Johnny Tsunami.
What?
You should have said like Rocket Power. Rocket Power, classic, great show.
Yes, it's great. Johnny.
How old is?
Tsunami is a wave.
Well, yeah,
It's in
I'm
the
aware
name.
of that. How old is Johnny Tsunami?
I know it's on Disney Channel.
Well, how long ago?
When we were kids. When
Yeah.
Brink was on.
Yeah, guess what? Didn't have fucking cable, bro. I didn't get cable till the 8th grade.
We still know what Brink was.
Yeah, because I came to your house to watch it.
Dude, Johnny Tsunami, bro.
Yeah, well, I'll look it up on YouTube.
What was the other
later.
ones? There's some other really fun.
Ed and Eddie, Johnny Bravo.
Dude, Ed and Eddie
classic.
is terrifying.
What's so funny?
You know what's crazy about that show?
Plank.
Is the whole Dude, you know how many motherfuckers I know who could cosplay as Plank?
First off, let's stop and just talk about the kid and Plank. That is an unhealthy relationship.
I mean, all of them. The whole show is about them getting what is
Candy.
it? Fucking, but it's like a specific one. Jawbreakers.
Yeah. And dude, those jawbreakers were, first off, unrealistic size. Second, you put those in your mouth, you're like surgically repairing your lips because
So
you just
I really
rip
want to
that.
go back and watch it because there had to have been some like adult themes in that show that I
think it's
wasn't
on
aware
Hulu.
of. Was it?
I think it is on
Yeah.
Hulu or Netflix, one of the two. I loved it, man. I loved Ed and Eddie was one of my favorites.
Hey Arnold.
I never
into
was a
that?
big Hey Arnold fan.
Rugrats.
Rugrats was okay.
Yeah.
What else was there?
You know, Rugrats is basically just like role-playing show. Like it's a role-playing show. Like all the kids do is use their imagination to pretend that there's something that they're not, and then it comes to life.
Nope. I had no idea.
That's what that shit is.
Reptar.
Reptar.
Dude, Reptar was the shit.
What was it? Bing bang, wada wada bing bang. That's in one of the movies. Yeah, that's in one of the movies, right?
Wah, wah, bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh. Oh, yeah, the Rugrats movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Dude, when I was seeing Lion King,
Yeah.
there was a trailer for a Dora the Explorer movie, and it looks so fucking bad, like an insane level of bad.
Here's my thing.
Like I don't know how it got made.
Here's my thing. There are some things that should remain cartoons
Yeah.
or animated. Like
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball Z movie. Horrible idea. Never should have done that.
I disagree.
Avatar? Really? I never saw it. I just think it looked shitty.
Well, no, I mean which movie? The Dragon Ball Evolution movie, the one with like Piccolo looking like an idiot,
Yeah.
the one that was like pretty whitewashed.
That's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Or, like,
heard
know of, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
the other
that
one?
was bad.
Was there another live
There's
action
like
one?
fan made stuff that's actually pretty good.
No. Fan made is different.
But like, go watch Man of Steel. If they can do that, they could make a Dragon Ball Z movie.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that.
Like action wise, we could get there. It's the story shit that doesn't make sense when you put and how characters look. The hair, Goku's hair, and like that hair, Vegeta's hair up in the air.
Yeah.
It only makes sense in an animated thing. When you try and actually live action do their hair, it looks fucking
Well, here's
ridiculous.
the thing. I think if you're gonna live action it and do the hair, you have to CGI
Oh,
all
100%.
that.
Yeah,
You can't,
I mean, yeah. It just looks like ass, though.
You just put a little like green cap on him.
I don't think
and
it would look
CGI
good.
that
There's a
thing later.
huge reason why Thanos was bald.
Yeah, but his chin was, doop, 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 taken care of. His chin was great.
Yeah, but he didn't. I don't know. Like I think beards are easier than hair, too. But
Did he have a beard?
he has stubble. It's
Okay.
for no reason. It's to make it look like a normal, like a face that you
Yeah.
would recognize. That's why it's there.
Interesting. To make him relatable.
But they could do a good Dragon Ball Z movie.
I think
if
they could,
if
for
they
sure.
had a budget.
But again, I think there's certain things that don't need to be live action.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like Dora the Explorer. Come on, guys. If they ever made a Toy Story live action movie, I would not spend
Yeah.
my money on that.
Yeah.
Like, first off, Disney, what are you doing?
No, I mean, I definitely agree that there's some, like, for example, Lion King, just watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it needed to be made into a live action movie.
I don't think it needed to be made at all.
But it made money. That's why it's there.
Of course.
So, but like Aladdin, I could see why Aladdin was made live action.
Still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but you could, because it's human characters. So you could see why it could become live action.
It's more relatable than Lion King for sure.
Yeah, because the stuff that CGI is like a genie.
Right.
Of course,
sure.
There's shit that already exists that's like that in live action. Dumbo, because you have
I never saw Dumbo growing
human
up.
characters, but when you're taking they lost pretty much all the emotions on the lions for their face stuff
because they made them look so realistic.
Because they made them look good, and they don't have that shit. So then when they're talking, all the emotion comes from their voice. And the voice acting was good.
How is the new Timon and Pumbaa?
Oh, it's great. Probably the best part of the movie.
Really? Okay.
Actually, maybe the only good part.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The music was good too. I mean, everyone in that can sing.
Yeah.
I mean, besides maybe Seth Rogen, but like he did an okay.
You love
Seth
Seth
he did an
Rogen
okay
anyways.
job.
You love him.
Yeah, he didn't do bad. It was cool. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was like a solid 6.57.
Interesting. Okay.
For something like that, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's not a lot out that I really ranted maybe about.
I want to go see John Wick 3, man.
Yeah, it's probably.
I've been slacking on that.
I mean, it'll be out on DVD
Redbox
or Redbox,
HBO
whatever.
Some shit.
Whatever it might be. It'll be out soon. I'm excited. There's a couple things that are coming up. Like, I'm excited for the next Fantasies thing. They just kind of dropped some Easter egg stuff from the Lord of the Rings series that's going to be on Amazon.
Oh.
They're working on prequel stuff for Game of Thrones. So I'm excited about that kind of, anything fantasy. I like to have at least one fantasy thing in.
Right.
You know what I was reading about? Apparently they have some crossover stuff between Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead in this TV series. Yeah.
Like in the Breaking Bad TV series? Or both of them?
There's no Walking Dead Easter eggs in Breaking Bad, but there are Breaking Bad Easter eggs in The Walking Dead.
It's funny you say that. I heard there's like a big theory going around a long, long time ago that like Walt's meth is what started the zombies.
That's the theory.
Yeah.
That's the big one that people theorize, but nothing that has been said in either show would
give that away. Or I guess make it true.
Yeah. It wouldn't help, in my opinion. Nothing that I could see would help like solidify that theory.
Right.
However, there was a scene with, I think it was Daryl or Merle, had a bag of like drugs, and in the baggie was blue meth.
Interesting.
Then Merle, I think it was Daryl Merle again, said that he used to have a dealer to like Beth, and was telling the story, and he was like, he said this, he like quoted him, he's like, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch."
Oh,
and that's
Jesse.
a Jesse thing.
Yeah.
He said he was a really squirrely guy or something, or a little white guy or whatever.
Funny. Was it the same writer that did both shows?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like a couple of those things, and then I guess in Fear the Walking Dead they had
the RV. Just kidding.
Well, they did have the RV.
Oh.
In The Walking, they had an RV in The Walking Dead, which I don't think was the same one.
Interesting.
Like, but look close.
That'd be funny.
And then, but it was not. But they had like removed shit to like cook.
Right.
But I guess in Fear the Walking Dead, which was like a spinoff, they had the theme song, Breaking Bad, play in the background, but like in a different, slightly varied.
Interesting.
So it was like, although probably doesn't mean anything, mean anything, and it wouldn't even get me to watch Walking Dead.
I'm over
like,
Walking Dead.
If someone said, "Oh my god, dude, they just said that Walter's meth did create the zombies in The Walking Dead," I'd be like, "Cool."
That's sick. I would YouTube that moment.
I would like Breaking Bad more. Like, it would make me like Breaking Bad more, and almost make me like The Walking Dead less.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I'm trying to figure out like how The Walking Dead became as popular as it did.
So the comic is savage as shit.
I know we've talked about the comic a little bit on here, but no, I mean I get that, but like I remember in college, I missed the entire first season, and people were like, "Dude, you gotta watch the
first season." Was good.
Yeah, I mean it was a good show. I don't know.
The first season. Oh, the other thing too was Glenn had the red Charger, and that's Junior's car in Breaking Bad. It's not his car, but it's the same car.
Right.
But they're in Georgia.
Yeah.
They were in New Mexico. So it's just like nods. I think it's just nods to the show.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't know they were in Georgia.
Yeah.
That's wild.
They're in Atlanta. The CDC is in Atlanta. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really paid that much attention to the show.
In the show
obviously.
where they filmed the CDC,
Oh, okay.
I've been to that building in Atlanta.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they had that. That's where they had the Paladins event.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
It was
pretty wild.
awesome. I had I had a really good time watching Breaking Bad. I think ultimately, which makes me think that it's less of a show than what other people do, is I had the opportunity to binge it.
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance
I think
to
the
talk
binging
with people.
definitely. Yeah.
I didn't get the chance. That's one of my favorite parts about watching TV.
Theorizing.
Is to theorize.
We
and
talked
talk
Game
about
of
stuff
Thrones all day.
all the time.
All day. Every day.
Yeah, I mean, it was my favorite part about Lost was that I tried to figure it out. I tried to watch stuff.
Yeah,
I felt like things. Did you ever watch Haunting on Hill House?
No.
It's on Netflix. You need to watch it.
Okay.
It's not super scary, but it's spooky.
Probably not going to watch it.
You should, dude.
Probably
it's
not.
so good. The storyline's really good. It kind of tapers off towards the end of the season. But it's still good. But the cool part about this, and this is my absolute favorite part, and I don't think this spoils anything, is that in the background of almost every scene, there's something.
Oh, yeah. I heard that about this show. I
And
heard
it's
like
amazing, dude.
I heard some of them you see like a ghost quite a bit or like some sort of like demon thing or something.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be really tall. Something's in there, but like it could be hiding. It's like a kid's face in the fucking thing. Off in the distance, you see in the mirror, you see something.
That's
and
wild.
it's literally, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It's something I think that horror used to do.
But they don't anymore?
They don't anymore. And horror movies and TV generally plays way too much into audio being the main thing.
Right.
Because usually what
the
they do.
audio does such a good job,
It does.
man.
It does. But there's something to be said about seeing something that the characters can't and feeling a form of dread.
Yeah.
So this is what they do. This is the main thing that horror movies do now. I'm in the bathroom, washing up. I'm looking at the
mirror?
The mirror, right?
Well, the mirror's like not all the way closed and you're washing your face or whatnot.
So they do this thing where music gets loud.
Yeah.
They have it open or whatever. They
Put
go to
whatever
close
in,
it,
and
and the
then
music,
boom.
boom, and it stops. No, that's what you think it's going to do.
Oh, that's right.
You think they're going to be like, rah, and then you go, ah, and then they turn around, and then it's
happen,
gone.
yeah.
That's what they do.
That's 'cause
they
the pattern
fake you out
yeah.
and then hit you.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, going forward, really shows that want to be really scary, movies, TV, whatever, want to be really scary.
Don't even use the music.
Is hide shit. Hide shit in the background.
Dude, yeah, it does get so nerving. Because, like, there's one movie I watched. I don't remember what it was, but, like, this woman was, like, walking through a house. And, like, the camera was, like, watching her walk towards you. And then you just saw in the shadows this, like, thing walking up behind. And then as you would, like, turn around, it would just, like, go in the shadows.
Yeah. So, and I don't mean let me stand in the living room.
Right.
The camera's towards, like, the other end of the room, and
Right.
something walks in front of it, and you're like, oh, no. I mean, you see some shit.
Yeah.
Someone goes into bed, and you literally see the arm reaching out to, like, grab
Right.
them, and you're like, oh, you gotta look. And then when they look, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And then they go to sleep, and you know something's under the bed,
Right.
but they don't ever do anything.
Right.
And then, or you,
It's
like,
just such,
watch
like,
things line up.
Anxiety. My favorite, too, there's this comedian, Pablo
Yeah,
Francisco. He
so
talked
good.
about, like, horror movies and stuff. He's like, I don't get it. Like, why are females always wearing white shirt, black bras? Like, come on, girl, you gotta dress better for the occasion. Also, too, like...
Yeah, they do that a lot.
They just broadcast where they're going, you know? Like, oh, hey, is anybody in here? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get naked and take a shower.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, all right, cool, now I'm gonna die. So it's just, dude, he's so funny. That bit.
Yeah, I love, I really do like horror because I think it's something unlike a lot of other movies that, like, I don't know, it's a cool adrenaline thing.
Oh, it's a big time adrenaline thing. Also, too,
It makes
I hate
it's
it
a
because, like,
safe adrenaline.
I can anticipate what's gonna happen, but then the music gets going and it's just like all knowledge goes out the window. I'm just
Quiet
like, oh,
Place, watch that one.
great movie.
Yeah. Tony and
that
I
movie.
got to watch that movie alone in the theater
That's
on
terrifying.
a 70-foot screen. It was by ourselves.
Dude.
We had no idea what was going to happen. Like, we knew it was going to be spooky.
Right.
But within the first 5 minutes of the movie, I don't know who has seen it. I don't want to spoil this part. Some shit goes down, and I was like, I looked to her, and I was like, this movie's going to be fucking insane.
Oh yeah. Well, my favorite was well, not my favorite.
I
I
loved
guess.
it.
I went with two friends to go see the movie,
Yeah.
and we're sitting there and like watching the movie, and granted, a quiet place.
Yeah,
like, it's quiet.
no talking.
They're whispering,
Oh, I'd beat their ass.
dude. It was so
You guys need to
ridiculous.
shut the fuck up.
I just
Tanya
kept
actually
elbowing
gets
this
mad
dude.
at me because sometimes she tries to talk to me. I'm like, shh. I'm like, don't talk.
You did that to me at Avengers.
Yeah, it bothers me.
That's fair.
Because I feel like other people, I don't know why, but then I'll do it, and people will talk to me, and I I don't know why. But, like, there are sometimes where I feel like other people talk louder than what I'm talking. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I'm talking with Tanya and we're like, hey, you know, and I don't feel like people really can hear me, or if they do, it's really not that big a deal. But sometimes Tanya goes to talk to me, she's like, I really like that part.
And you're like, all right, well, hey, let's try our movie.
And I'm like, I'm not with that girl. She's by herself over here.
Dude, my other favorite thing that happens to people is, like, I do this to people a lot. If we're in, like, a bar or somewhere, like, music's loud or, like, parties or shit, and, like, you'll say something to me loud, I'll just be like, what?
Yeah.
What? And then I will hope that the music stops. So then you're just yelling it.
Yeah.
I pulled it off a couple times, and my friends just get so red-faced about it. I'm just like, oh,
There's
perfect.
nothing like singing a song and having someone change it while you're singing it, unbeknownst to you.
I always mute it. So
Yeah.
It always just goes away, and you're just stuck there.
Make my way downtown. And it's just like, stop. And you're like, fuck. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, God damn it.
I love it. It's the best.
Yeah, I just... A Quiet Place was really good. And what about Bird Box? Fucking hated Bird Box.
Bird Box was stupid. I fast-forwarded through so much Bird Box.
I didn't fast forward through any of it, but there were so many parts where I was like... one thing that I hated...
I forgot all about
was
Bird
the
Box,
end.
actually. Oh,
The end when they get to the fucking...
Sanctuary?
It's like a blind home.
yeah,
like
it's
a blind...
like, it's blind. It's like a blind, like,
It's
housing.
It's like a care center for people
Who are
they're out in
blind.
the middle of the fucking forest. Why are you putting all these blind people out there? How do you even drive there? How do you get there? It looked like it was completely in the middle of the forest.
Gotta let the blind lead the blind, baby.
And then the biggest part that I hated, though, not even that, was that the person who greeted them was like her OBGYN.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Spoiler. Dude, Bird Box is dumb.
Why? And so many people were like, oh, it's coming. Don't take off your blindfold. Hey, come over here. And you're like, what? Let me look at you. Yeah, it's like, no,
I
man.
forgot. Yeah, dude, I
don't know.
I will watch a shitty movie and waste my time with it. But Bird Box, I was just like, I have a standard. I do have a standard.
Apparently, they had created a CGI of the monster, and it looked so fucking ridiculous that's why they didn't put it in. They cut it out.
It's a waste of money.
Yeah, because when they tested it, people were like, once they saw it, they're like, this is dumb.
I really want to know what it looked like. Like what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I loved the way that the monsters looked in A Quiet Place. The echolocation shit. It reminded me of The Last of Us.
Did you see the SNL Donald Glover a Kanye place?
No.
Skit? I'll show you that. You'll appreciate that. That's so
No.
good.
I hate Kanye, though.
I mean, I don't really have a preference.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I don't like his music.
I like his old stuff, not so much his new stuff. I'm also trying to change my music up right now.
I think he's kind of dumb. I think he's like intelligent, but also dumb. Like he is one of those people who doesn't know how. I feel like how to articulate the thought
No, I don't
in
know
a way
how to
that I
articulate
can,
thoughts.
like.
Hence the warehouse thing.
I just think that he says some shit, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like, sir, do you want to try that again?
Also, like self-gloating. I'm a genius.
I do that to my mom all the time. She'll sit there and say something to me like, "All right, well, hey, mom, let's try that again, and let's phrase this in a way that I understand it."
Tell me like I'm 5. No, he just
Right.
says like I just think that people who say I'm a genius, like Elon Musk is like I'm a fucking genius. Bill Burr's not like I'm the funniest person alive.
But Elon Musk probably can't put music together like Kanye can. So in a sense, are you a genius or a musical genius?
But yeah, and Kanye can't build fucking underground railroads.
I hear you.
So
we're all geniuses in our own way.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah,
some people are just dumb as fuck.
Right here, sitting right across from you.
I think everyone's unique. There's something about them that makes them different.
I have 6 toes.
That would be nuts.
That'd be dumb. I don't have 6 toes.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Just pointing off to the side. You had to get special shoes.
Could you imagine?
Just a little.
Just chop it off. Gaga!
That's probably exactly what they do.
Put it in my chili.
Wendy's, can I get free chili now? I found a toe.
I'm also bleeding from my foot.
You don't hear about that stuff anymore.
I know, right? Either fast food places are like locking it down, or people are just like, "Yo, I'm eating it."
There's probably
That's why
some
we
shit.
fry everything now.
There's probably some shit that happened, like hair, maybe fingernail.
Dude, you want to hear a terrible story?
Were there any actual things that were found? Like, yes, that happened. That was something that happened from McDonald's, or that was what happened from Wendy's, or was it all hoax shit?
That's what I'm thinking. Was it a publicity stunt?
I think it was people who were like, "I'm gonna throw this fucking rat in between my burger, and I'm gonna eat it and be like, look what they fucking did, and try and get paid out.
Yeah. Interesting. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Conspiracy theory. Get John on it.
Someone.
He loves that shit.
Who doesn't? Everyone loves a little bit of a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I don't deep dive them. Can't do it. I feel like
then
I
you
waste
just
time.
believe them.
Yeah, there's that.
I don't necessarily. It depends on what you find a waste of time. I bet there's a lot of shit that you do that's a waste of time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Because if it's entertaining, then I'd rather do something than nothing.
But
maybe not always, but
isn't
usually.
doing nothing something?
No.
No, I tried.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to something.
No, but like, I would rather read about that and get that entertainment than like.
I'd rather watch a documentary on it.
Yeah, something like that. That's
you know
fine.
why? Because I don't have to read it.
That's fair. Yeah, I would do
Lazy.
that all the time. There's been some stuff, that I watch. It's like I always go back and forth on certain things like moon landing or like 9/11 or like how much did we know before it happened and all that shit. And I'll watch something and be like, oh, we knew nothing.
Another
Like this
documentary,
shit happened.
like, we knew
oh my
everything.
god, we did it. We did that thing.
I signed the paper that made this happen,
Yeah,
and I
right.
had no idea.
It's like, wow, what is
I was the
what in
signature
world?
that broke the country.
Yeah, it's like, damn, that's
What?
crazy. But you just
I
never,
caused Brexit?
never know. I've watched enough like TV shows to be like, that thing was fishy.
That seems fishy.
Who knows what they want? That's the scariest part. It's like, who knows? Because with how much people fight about these things and they never
Right.
try and get to a middle ground, it's like, no one really wants some shit.
Or maybe the middle ground is that they work together to fight on everything.
That could be their middle ground.
Boom.
For sure. Their middle ground is
That's
to not
the
say
plan.
anything.
That's the script.
Or not to do it.
The people and the higher ups.
We'll just
Pulling
agree
the
to
strings.
disagree about everything.
All right, cool. Sounds like a plan. You want Starbucks? No, I like Dunkin'. All right, well, you get your Starbucks, I'll get Dunkin'. We'll meet back here in 20. Sounds good.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea, man.
What was that?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 4 eyes. Put them glasses on.
These glasses are such ass, too. They're all scratched up and look like shit. What's your prescription?
Oh, these are just blue light glasses. So no prescription, just for screens.
Well,
Nailed it.
all right.
I always wanted glasses, kind of.
No.
I know, that's what everybody says, but I feel like I could, like, it either make me look
I want to
smarter.
get LASIK, for sure.
I mean, yeah, if you need glasses, I've heard good things about LASIK.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of it. Dude, it's so funny. I was looking through like mentions and stuff on Instagram, and I got a message from account that was like a dog account. I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck? Like, who is this? Is Colin made a dog account?
Colin
First
did?
dog. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, but I was like, who is this? I have to look. Dude, so he has some fucking hilarious... I didn't even look at this. He has the first photo he grabbed was an ultrasound with the dog photoshopped in.
Oh,
Look at this.
my.
You looking at it?
Oh,
That's hilarious.
that's so
I
awesome.
didn't even see this. You definitely got a dog? Like, I'm like, why are all these people getting a fucking dog? I was just like, what is happening?
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know. You just get, sometimes you get hit up by people and you're like, what? Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? You ever watch that show? I don't even know what show it was, but it was like some sort of NCIS or something.
Yeah, it might have been, no, that was CSI for sure.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah, that was CSI.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I did watch a lot of CSI.
I never did. Never got into it.
I never got into. Some people got into like Criminal Minds. I just don't like. I'm not a huge fan of shows where every episode is something pretty much completely different,
Yeah.
and that you didn't need to
And
watch
there's no
last week to
overlap
know.
or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Criminal Minds did a couple things, and then there was some like repeat stuff from
The Mentalist.
CSI.
Did you watch
but-
The Mentalist? Mentalist was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but
There's some other, but like if it's a comedy, it's a little bit different.
right.
Like I feel like what's the Psych? I never
Yeah,
watched it.
I never got into Psych.
I never
watched
watched
like
it, but like I assume that things change over
Yeah, I never got into that one.
Each episode is different.
Yeah.
That was one big drawback for me to want to watch American Horror Story. was because each season it changed.
Yeah.
But apparently
They all like relate.
Season 1's so good.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't at first.
Right. I never got into American Horror Story.
Season 1, great. Season 2, awesome. Season 3, okay. 4 was bad. 5 was bad. Roanoke, which was 6, was dope. Cult was shit. There was a one in between Cult and something else. And then this new one is supposed to connect really closely to Asylum. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I just never got into them.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
So fucking good, dude.
Yeah, just not really my thing. I don't know. I tried to watch
really
it and I just...
One was really awesome. I'm trying to think of some other like horror stuff that's good. I know that Are You Afraid of the... Or no, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is about to come out. That looks spooky. It was an old like TV show, I think. And now Guillermo del Toro is
interesting.
doing it.
You remember Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
That and Goosebumps growing up, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
I could see Goosebumps being a good like creepy story movie.
They made Goosebumps, but they're all kid like.
No, I know, but I'm saying if they would make like that adult like.
Yeah, dude. I've said that about Power Rangers. They didn't even make a rated R Power Rangers movie.
Dude,
because they did PG-13, they did the PG-13 one, which was okay. Like it was really campy and pretty corny, but that's what the original was.
Are you talking about the one they just did?
Yeah,
yeah.
It was campy, corny, but
I hated it.
No, I liked it.
It was entertaining, but I hated the Zord. I hated Goldar. I hated the suits. Hated all that shit.
No, the suits look sick.
The suits were stupid.
Why?
They look so dumb.
They look significantly better than the stuff in the 90s.
It's all about the stuff in the 90s.
This is ass.
No.
These look like they would actually do you they would protect you from harm.
Dumb. Didn't like it. You can make the suits from the 90s look like they'll protect you from harm.
They were spandex suits.
Yeah, I get that. So update it a little bit.
They did into badass like
Stupid.
Iron Man suits.
I hated it.
They were dope.
I hated them. I thought they were so dumb. The Zord was super stupid.
The Zord looked awesome.
No. Dumb.
What looked bad about him?
Dude, it was just so vastly different from what the 90s were that I just didn't like it.
The 90s Zords were fucking cardboard boxes.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, what... So if you take what it looked like, assembled, built... I mean, a Transformer. Optimus Prime looks somewhat similar to the original Optimus Prime.
But they had to have box shapes.
So give them box shapes now.
It would look terrible translated over.
It doesn't have to be like a perfect 90-degree box.
That's
like you can round some edges. It just looked so vastly different, man.
Oh, it looks so good.
I didn't like it.
All of it looked
Goldar,
good.
dude, Goldar looked so dumb.
Well,
Rita,
Goldar was significantly different than what Goldar was in the show.
Yeah, and so was Rita.
Yeah, but what's her name did a really good job.
She did a great job of her, for sure.
Yeah,
but
I hated the Rita in the fucking Power Ranger show. She's annoying as shit.
She's annoying as hell. Yeah, but
you couldn't have a TV show with someone who sounded like that all the time.
No, I know, but I mean, yeah, Rita looked dumb. I didn't like it,
dude.
I didn't like
Rita
it.
had the Green Ranger stone. That's what she was.
Apparently in the movie, not
yeah,
back.
That's
not
awesome.
back in the no. Dumb.
That's a really cool storyline. She was the Green Ranger.
Dumb.
Zordon was a Red Ranger. Awesome.
Dumb.
Dude.
Didn't like it.
Man.
Didn't like it.
You're not giving me any reasons besides.
Dude, it was so vastly different, man. Okay, so like the movie itself, it was entertaining. I will give you that. It was entertaining.
It was campy and corny,
Yeah,
which
it
is
was
what the original was.
But
so I can see why you wouldn't like the overall like storyline.
Yeah. Like, the overall storyline, not a fan. Entertainment-wise, it was good. It was such a nostalgia growing up for me. You know,
They even played the song.
I know they did. That was great. But
so good.
It was just so different. I didn't like it. I didn't like the suits. I didn't like the Zords. I didn't like the assembled Zord. Like,
you're nuts.
It's just not my thing. I don't know, man.
Awesome.
I just
I would have preferred that they.
I would have liked a little more of a tribute to... Yeah, it took so goddamn long to get to the suits. I didn't like the putties either.
I like the putties too.
Nah, didn't like it.
Dude, the putties in the fucking show were...
Which is why...
They were annoying.
So awesome.
They needed to be upgraded.
Upgraded, yes. Completely changed, no.
They were cool. They did a good job.
Again, cool, yes. Nostalgia factor, no. Not a fan. Entertainment-wise, I enjoyed it. As an overall, like... It's not really a tribute, but it was not the best remake.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a tribute either.
But like,
it was just a reboot of the franchise.
It was not a fan.
But they should have done it rated R. Here's why.
Well, they're redoing it. Well, they're not redoing it. They're making another one.
Well, no, I think they're like completely rebooting it again.
Good, fucking reboot it and do it right this time.
Well,
listen to Neighbors podcast. You fucked up the first time.
The director said that he thought that the PG-13 rating was what ruined it because it wasn't close enough to like PG to the original to where parents felt like they could take their kids to see it.
Okay.
Without it maybe bringing up adult themes, which
also,
it does.
Bulk and Skull Man, come on.
What about them?
Were they in the movie?
No. But that's okay.
No.
Especially if you have sequels planned. Yeah. If you have things planned. So we don't know what their sequel could have been. They could have been the main villain. Ivan Ooze, bro, would have been sick. Then you have...
Remake the Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze. And do it right this time.
But the Power Rangers movie was based off of the Power Rangers show, which had a bunch of shits in it. So anyway, then if you go rated R, then you super alienate the younger crowd, but you try and but then because of that, then you really miss out on where the money is, because young adult stuff is usually what brings in the money. But if you look at what the Power Rangers were, so like Red Ranger's like the jock. So if you turn that into a rated R setting, really easy for your imagination to go, oh, that's what he could have been as a bad jock, right?
Right.
You go the Pink Ranger. Always cute, always attractive, cheerleader, whatever. Again, very easy to imagine somebody like that to go down the wrong path and be in a rated R movie. The Blue Ranger, usually a little bit nerdy. Right? Okay, well, we've all seen Mr. Robot. So he could be like hacking shit and stealing from whatever. There's the Blue Ranger. The Yellow Ranger never really had like a good identity, in my opinion, in the show or in any of the movies. She was just kind of always there.
Yeah.
So you could kind of make up and do whatever storyline you wanted. I would probably do more of like, because you have the Pink Ranger being a little bit quote unquote girly, a little bit more into the classical
popular kind of
girl thing. You turn her into like some more of a hardcore girl.
Like punk rock or
potentially gang,
anti-establishment
gang stuff, something like that. Maybe close with the Blue Ranger, because maybe they're connected in some way.
Okay.
Black Ranger, you could do anything with the Black Ranger. Because I think there were several times where, different ethnicities played every
bounced around a little bit.
But again, like, I feel like it's really easy to imagine what the Black Ranger could be. And when they did the rated R version, that was like the short, which was kind of what inspired, I think, the Power Rangers to go.
The fan version?
Yeah, with
which was so good.
Vanderbeek playing the Red Ranger after they had the war and shit. I think the Black Ranger in that was black, but he then did, like, he survived and he did like the taekwondo or like the video, like workout video stuff, and then like but on the side of that he had like girls and stuff, so like you could see how like you could be corrupted by being the Black Ranger and being a Power Ranger in general. I just think that you could really do it well. I think there are great actors out there. I think like Kit Harington could play a really good like Red Ranger. Or something like that.
I would see Kit not so much as the Red Ranger. I would see him more as like that specialty, like Green Ranger, White Ranger kind of guy.
Yeah,
where, like,
they didn't even touch really the Green Ranger or the White Ranger. Technically the same person.
Are you talking in the movie?
Yeah.
Like the movie that was just made?
The movie that they just made the Green Ranger.
Well,
Rita,
they reference, they're looking for the transfer student Tommy at the end.
Yeah.
So I think they had a plan to introduce him, but
for sure. Yeah, I think that they could have made it more. I think if they would have made it more mature and tried to have the crazy part to me was how much money they spent when they spent the majority of their time not in the suits, not in anything CGI'd.
And I think that was like one of my biggest, like, again, entertainment wise, I enjoyed it.
If you watch the trailer with all that power, that song, the Kanye song, when they just first get in their suits, oh shit!
And then it takes like 85% of the movie to get there.
Yeah, it does.
And they
failed on that spot.
Yeah, big time. But that's my biggest knock. It took forever to get there.
It's like,
and then they got there and it was done.
There are definitely some movies. I love the fact that their visors came up.
Yeah, that was tight.
I wouldn't have liked it if it was like the nanobot stuff, where it's like and it wasn't there and then it came back.
Yeah.
I love the fact that their visors moved. That was cool.
No, I think that's a good little addition. I just didn't like all like the nano purple shit running through the suits and shit. I didn't like it.
Oh, so cool.
I just didn't like it.
I would love to be a Power Ranger.
Hey, agree to disagree?
I would love to be a Power Ranger.
Oh, for
That'd be
sure.
so cool.
Which one would you be?
Oh, probably Red Ranger for sure.
Yeah?
T-Rex all the way.
Can't pick shit up because you got them little arms.
Yeah, but I can eat a lot.
My little arms.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that's like definitely a bias because I liked the TV show so much when I was a kid.
Oh,
that
yeah.
like I was gonna like it probably regardless.
See,
There are parts that I don't like about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I thought too, but I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't have a problem watching it, but I won't go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was the correct amount of just like campy and corny, and but I would have really enjoyed like a rated R like fucking slasher shit.
For sure.
Yeah. And heads are just rolling and stuff.
Could you imagine that, dude?
Like, damn!
You hit the putty and they just like, you just like grab the putty heart right out of them.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the same
He
thing
has,
that
like,
they
a
did with
tier.
like G.I. Joe. Like G.I. Joe could have been like this really cool rated R,
Yeah.
like Navy SEAL teams, all that shit. But they made it too like young adulty because that's where the money is.
I never got into that one either.
That's where the money is. I didn't watch it. I've not seen any of them, but there were parts that look cool. Like,
Yeah.
that looks cool.
I think I watched it when it was on like FX or some shit like that.
Yeah. But then what happens is people pay movies for big blockbusters that are PG-13, so you get the mass audience. Hobbs and Shaw, the movie looks like dick, dude.
Yeah, I don't plan on going to see that
We
one.
went from drag racing cars in a fucking straight line. That was a big deal.
A legit,
the
like,
first Fast
street-
and Furious movie was good. The
Yeah.
first one was good. Had a good plot, had good inner character conflict, and like all this shit. Because
there wasn't really like any exaggeration. Like, granted, there was, but not like,
maybe like with the NOS.
but like reasonable exaggeration.
Yeah, reasonable shit where you're just like, this could be true.
Yeah,
You know?
that kind
And then
of
the second
see in the
one-
plot hole
the
with
second
that
one hadn't,
links
like-
up. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, the second one didn't like push away. It was
Nah.
still about racing. It was still about
Yeah,
cars and
but
stuff.
it just didn't have the same feel.
No, that's why the third one was like a knockoff, and the only reason why it got big was because
Third one was
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
was
love
because of
Tokyo
Vin
Drift.
Diesel showing up at the end. As soon as that happened, everyone then fell in love with the series.
Yeah, I like Tokyo Drift.
But what it has turned into has been the best task force special super soldier agents that has ever existed in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
To where now they're kick flipping cars to block bullets.
Yeah, first off,
I want to throw up.
guys.
Shit pisses me
just
off.
letting you know, the Avengers would probably kick your car's asses.
Jesse loves that stuff. Jesse, John, they love it. I hate it. I can't stand
I
it.
can watch some of them,
No,
but I
can't
won't
watch
go out of
it.
my way to watch a bunch of them. Hobbs and Shaw, probably won't see it for a while.
I could watch the first one for sure.
First one's great. First
Yeah.
one's real good.
Yeah, I would watch the
I
first
love
one.
the first one. And Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
And there's like Fast Furious, where they're like, they have to go through like the underground tunnel.
Have you ever watched
and
Honest trailers?
No.
You should watch the Honest trailers for Fast and Furious.
Really?
You never seen any of them?
Uh-uh.
Where it's like the guy who does like the movie voice,
Nope.
where he takes like the movie and then he basically just shits on it.
No, I've never seen it.
You should watch it.
I'll watch a couple.
They're so funny. He does them for a bunch of different movies. Yeah, man. Well, cool beans.
Beans. Cool beans.
Yeah, I should stop saying that. I just stop.
Stop it.
Is your Grinder account doing well over there?
Dude, my Grinder account is killing it.
Got it. You just slaying the sausage,
No.
laying the pipe.
Nah. I'm just a tease. I never meet up.
Oh yeah,
That's a joke. I'm not on Grinder, guys.
that's a joke. He does meet up.
It's not true.
He meets him at Pokestops.
Oh, dude, I got rid of that. I got rid of a bunch of apps on my phone.
Yeah, It's
kinda nice.
I don't know if I believe you, but okay.
You want to look at my phone?
No.
Let me just close out a Grinder real quick.
Let me delete that app real quick.
Oh, shit. But
Well, let's see here. It's about 7:30.
it's actually 7:31.
Yes, it is. What we got coming up? What we got going on? We got John's episode that just came out. He actually just changed the video. I know we talked about the video last time, which be able to see
by the
it
time
now.
this is out, yeah.
And before, but he changed the music so that it wouldn't get copyrighted because all the song got copyrighted literally in 5 seconds.
Instagram shut that shit down.
Yeah,
Facebook. Shut
yeah.
it down.
Well, I mean, same. You told me.
I know.
You reminded me of the same company. I was like, that totally makes sense. But it was
Twitter was like, nah.
Yeah, they didn't care. They're
Go
like,
ahead,
there you
boys.
go. Yeah,
go ahead.
They're
like the cool teacher, you know.
Instagram. They are like that.
Like, oh, you got 5 minutes till class is over.
No one uses me anymore. Just play.
I'm gonna look at the whiteboard. If you guys are gone, well, y'all walk really quiet.
Yeah. But yeah, it was literally 10 seconds.
Yeah. You know what's really funny, actually? We had a substitute teacher once in high school. It was math class, end of the day. And this kid snuck out.
Yeah.
And the teacher was just like, and like the teacher was talking to him quite a bit throughout the day. He was like, hey, where'd he go? I was like, I don't know. I'll go look for him real quick. And I ran out the door. She's like, wait, no, you're not. Oh, damn it.
This is Lisbell's home. That's
Dude,
funny.
It was the best. No hesitation. Went for it. Baseball season was over, so I didn't care.
Didn't care. He didn't care.
No, I cared.
He had nothing to live for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. That hurts. Sorry, I derailed that a little bit.
We got that. John's episode's doing really well.
Yes, sir.
So we appreciate that. That was a really funny episode to do.
Started off with a laugh, man.
Yeah,
Unreal.
it was good. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Neighbor Podcast. If you haven't checked out Into the AM, make sure to do that. Use the code NEIGHBORS for 10% off. I don't know what's happening. All right.
Sorry. I didn't do it.
Then what else? We're working on. It's so weird because I want to get guests going, but I have one guest that is only in town for a specific period of time. So we might do like towns that are guests that kind of like are back to back. Not to that extent, but close to.
We'll make it happen.
That's just me thinking out loud.
Rambling.
Yeah. Ooh, one thing before we go. I'm going to start, for anybody who likes to read, can let me know if you have any book recommendations, but I'm going to start like kind of like not necessarily a blog, but I'm going to start to review like books that I read because I want to start reading some more books. I think I told David I wanted to read a bunch and I haven't really done anything. So I'm going to start doing that under the Neighbor Podcast name, and they'll be on like Amazon Book Review and stuff because I read off my Kindle. But yeah, I just want to say that. So if you guys read and you guys have any book recommendations, hit me up. Also, the only person who let me know where they're listening from was John in Texas. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, he's been in Texas for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, damn, you're in Texas. I didn't fucking know that. Which now explains why Texas usually has such strong numbers. Argentina moved up to the number 2 country.
Argentina's killing the game.
So that's super awesome. But yeah, just thanks so much, guys, for listening and spreading the word out. We really appreciate it. Continue to do so that we can continue to grow. July is almost over. We'll be moving into August.
July.
Yeah, nothing's really in August.
Oh, shit. July. August starts in 2 days.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
2 days. That's
Get ready
it.
for August.
Yeah, August kind of late month.
Get ready for August.
All
On
right,
that
guys.
note, we'll see you in August.
See you in August.
See you in August.
Take care.
Bye.